I should have done a video about this back when I actually found this out, but my camera was stupider then, so now I sort of fixed it, and it's clean and it's better. The thing I wanted to discuss today is, I just put some lotion on, that's why I'm doing my hands like this, is the awesomest news in pop music right now, well, to me, which is that Kevin Richardson's back with the Backstreet Boys! Ah! So, okay, it's not 1999, I know that, okay. But I love them to death, and I love them since 1995. So, when I heard that they did a webcast in England, London, England, and that they said that Kevin was back to the boys, and he's going to be on the next CD, and he's going to be in the group again, and I've been waiting for this since he left the group back in 2006, or whenever it was. So, I cried like a bitch. Then I ran around the house playing BSB songs and just smiling like an idiot. And okay, let me explain why this is a big deal to me. So, I've loved them since 1995. I've followed their career since then. They came out at a time when I was a teenager. I was 14 when they first came out. Now I'm 30. And I've seen them in concert as many times as I possibly could. I never saw them on the I saw them on the Black and Blue tour, but I didn't see the Millennium or anything before then, because I was a poor high school student. But once I had a job around Black and Blue time, I saw them. So yeah, I'm fucking excited. Now, Kevin's not my favorite Backstreet Boy. It wasn't about that. It's just, they've always had the friendship of the five of them being important to each other, and I always saw that in them. If you ever see, actually, I'll put a link of this in the description. If you watch the clip of them on Oprah when AJ was there to discuss his rehab, and they all showed up, it just shows, I've never seen a music group with more love for each other, for more respect and more friendship and more, they're like a family. They're like, it's like watching five best friends hanging out and being amazing together. It's just, so losing one of them in the band sucked. It sucked. And their music, I felt, sucked. Not completely sucked, but like, I felt like it wasn't fully rounded out. People can disagree with that if they want, but a lot of people do agree that their music suffered once he left with it. And they just missed the dynamic they had with all five. So I'm really happy that he has joined back up with them and will be with them for the next tour and with them for the next, hopefully, the rest of their career. And I'm okay with them ending their career at some point, like all bands do, like all singers do. I hope they end it well. I hope they end it as five, and they all just stop when they want. But I don't mind if it lasts another 10 years, if it lasts another 2 years, if it lasts another 5 years, or the next 50 years. I'm with them to the end. I don't care how long it is. And I hope it lasts a long time. And Kevin coming back to the group, the things that he brought to the group was a sense of leadership, seriousness. He had a drive for success. he had he's very, his seriousness was always, people saw that as a bad contrast between him and the other guys, because the other guys are kind of goofy in a way. But I find that Kevin always, Kevin was the one who brought things back down to earth when they went a little too silly, or they went a little too off topic, or if they weren't taking their music industry seriously. And I'm happy that he'll be back. Also, what he brought to the group was his maturity, his drive, and the deeper voice that we lacked in the group. AJ is the deepest voice they have now as a four-piece. And I really thought it was a mistake with how he took over all of Kevin's parts on when they sang live. You can see my cat in the background again as usual. He won't look at the camera. I did a video where I put him up to the camera, and he fought me really hard. He's not into cameras, so if you guys find him cute, that is him right there, Gizmo. Yes, you look! Anyway, so I'm back on topic now, and just wanted to share my absolute awesome happiness that we will see another Backstreet Boys CD with Kevin in the CD, and I'm so happy. I should have done one right when I found out, because my reaction was way smilier, way happier, way screamier, and I look like some crazy person if you saw me when I first found out. And I'm not a crazy person or anything. I get crazy when it comes to boy bands. Well, Backstreet Boys only, really. But I just cannot wait to, when they release the first picture of them all together again, like as the Backstreet Boys, not just hanging out, as Backstreet Boys, like a real photo shoot and a music video and a song, and hopefully it'll be good. I don't mind if they go in the direction of when they did Incomplete, or maybe like a more R&B direction. I don't know what they're gonna do. I kind of want them to go old school pop, because there's all these little boy bands out there now who think they're like doing the right shit, and I'm like, no, you're not, man. These guys, we can show you a thing or two about what it means to be a boy band, seriously. And it's a shame NSYNC aren't around, because NSYNC and Backstreet could totally teach One Direction and The Wanted where it's at musically, and what it really is like to be that huge of a boy band. Like, they were, both of them, and New Kids on the Block, were huge, and still are. Like, there are fans that still camp out for these people, and go up and pay, like, ridiculous amounts of money to see them live on tour. So these One Direction and The Wanted and any other band that comes out next, I almost feel like they're riding on the Justin Bieber train, not on the Backstreet Boys NSYNC train. It's more like, it's like they're following Bieber's footsteps. But then they couldn't have even made it without NSYNC and Backstreet when it comes to the whole boy band thing. So this video is so off topic. At first it was about Kevin coming back to Backstreet Boys, and now it's about BSB and NSYNC and all them versus these new kids that are out there, which I dislike. I'm like, I watched these performances by them. They were on American Idol and Voice or whatever. And I'm like, aren't they gonna even dance? They're just standing around. And they weren't even that good looking or anything. They weren't even, my god, these girls are what are they screaming for? At least the bands that I liked in my day, which still are hot by the way. Justin Timberlake is fucking gorgeous. And the Backstreet Boys are all like aged so gorgeously. You should see Nick Carter, and he was never even the one I liked. Just to say that. But he's lost weight and he looks fucking amazing, and they all look really hot, and they always did. And these kids though now, I'm like, what's the appeal? They're so douchey. They're so like, ooh, I'm wearing hair gel and like khaki pants and ooh, can't even grow facial hair. Like, what the hell? They just look like the punk kids I see on the bus. You know, these kids. There's this one though, I don't know which band he's in. He's got the shaved head. He's the only one I think is okay looking. So I'm like, what is up with these fans now? And Justin Bieber looks like a girl. Like, Selena Gomez, maybe she's a lesbian. Because he does. He looks more like a girl than even Hanson ever looks. And they have long hair. And that's my take on this whole thing. Kevin's back in the Backstreet Boys! Woo!